Hey guys, welcome to JPlays. I am Iceman. This is my playthrough of Warcraft 3, The Frozen Throne. We're now on to Chapter 2 of the Scourge campaign, entitled The Flight from Lordaeron. The next morning on the palace grounds, King Arthas and his major domo, Kel'Thuzad, discuss the Lich King's dire warnings.
So the seizures have been getting worse?
Yes. With my powers drained, I can barely command my own warriors. The Lich King warned me that if I didn't reach Northrend soon, all could be lost.
Fear not, my king. Everything is being prepared for your departure. The ships are waiting at the coast, and
There's been a change of plans, King Arthas.
Oh,
You're not going anywhere.
assassins!
Oh.
It's a trap!
oh,
You should never have returned, human. Weakened as you are, we have assumed control over the majority of your warriors. It seems your reign was short-lived.
There are too many of them, my king. Flee! Escape from the city! I'll find my own way out and meet you in the wilderness.
All right, Lich. Good luck. What is it now? You will know endless torment. I'll make sure you suffer. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last.
Our master Kel'Thuzad sent us to aid you. Our new skeletal mages will make short work of the rebels.
Very good.
Skeletal
We'll
mages.
need to move quickly and find any others still loyal to me. We're going to need all the support we can get. Faithless coward. Finally. You will know endless torment. Faithless coward. This is more like it. Speak, fool.
Huh. I gained troops from that.
Finally.
What is that?
Tread lightly.
Ooh.
Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. For the Lich King. This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Your pain shall be legendary. Ah, at last.
Oof.
Finally. What is it now? Tread lightly. You will know endless torment. No one orders me around. Tread lightly.
Inventory is full.
What is it now? Tread lightly. Ah, at last. Now, Frostmourne. Your pain shall be legendary. Now, Frostmourne. I'll make sure you suffer. You will know endless torment. Your pain shall be legendary. Faithless coward. You will know endless torment. This is more like it. Now, Frostmourne. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Speak, fool. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. last. This is more like it. What is it now?
Faithless coward.
No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers.
I'll make sure you suffer. You will know endless torment. I'll make sure you suffer.
Ah, at last.
Money? What's money for?
What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last.
You will know endless torment.
This is more like it. Speak, fool. No one orders me around. Tread lightly. Ah, at last.
I sense ambush.
Frostmourne hungers.
I'll make sure you suffer.
Finally.
Faithless coward. Your pain shall be legendary.
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. For the Lich King.
Faithless coward.
Finally. Ah, at last. Now, Frostmourne. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it.
Oh.
Finally. For the Lich King.
Your pain shall be legendary.
What is it now? This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Now, Frostmourne.
I'll make sure you suffer.
Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Tread lightly. This is more like it.
You will know endless torment.
Finally.
I'll make sure you suffer.
What is it now? This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Ah, at last. I have need of your abilities, little shade. Will you help me?
I live only to serve you, King Arthas. Your pain shall be legendary.
For the Lich King. This is more like it. Finally. What is it
Ooh.
now? No one orders me around. Ah, at last.
We have a base over there, I think.
My sight is yours.
I go on scene.
Speak, fool. Finally. This is more like it.
Faithless coward.
For the Lich King. Ah, at last. I have need of you warriors. Come with me. Tread lightly. The Dreadlord's guards are stationed outside that armory. If we can fight our way past them, we could commandeer the meat wagons held inside. Frostmourne hungers.
Your pain shall be legendary.
Now, Frostmourne. This is more like it. Finally. I call upon your loyalty. Will you serve me?
Our forces are under attack.
Finally, some firepower. These will help us with the main gate's defenses. Finally.
What needs revealing?
What is it now? Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally.
My sight is yours.
Tread lightly. This is more like it.
What needs revealing?
No one orders me around. For the Lich King. Ah, at last. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. Speak, fool. Ah, at last. No one orders me around. What is it now? This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. No one orders me around. Tread lightly. You will know endless torment. No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Now, Frostmourne. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Finally. Ah, at last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Speak, fool. You will know endless torment. Ah, at last.
Ah,
Finally.
My sight is yours.
I go unseen.
No one orders me around.
What needs revealing? All shall be revealed.
Speak, fool. Now, Frostmourne. No one orders me around.
I shall be your eyes. I'll look into it.
What is it now? No one orders me around. Ah, at last. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers.
Our forces are under attack.
What is it now? No one orders me around. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly. Finally. Ah, at last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last. This is more like it. No one orders me around. For the Lich King. Faithless hour. Finally. Tread lightly. No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Speak, fool. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally.
We'll come back here.
This is more like it.
Must be.
Tread lightly. Your pain shall be legendary. For the Lich King. Ah, at last. Finally.
Ooh.
This is more like it. Ah, at last. No one orders me around. Tread lightly. Finally. This is more like it. Ah, at last.
Oh, but how do I get to it?
Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Speak, fool. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more.
You there! Will you not stand by your king?
What needs
I shall
revealing?
be your eyes. Tread lightly.
I'll make sure you suffer.
Ah, at last. No one orders me around. Speak, fool. What is it now? Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. These piles of corpses will serve us well. We can reanimate the bodies and bolster our forces as we move. Finally.
Inventory is full.
Oh, fuck.
No one orders me around. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. Finally. This is more like it. What is it now? Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. What is it now? Speak, fool. This is more like it. Ah, at last. What is it now? Finally. This is more like it. No one orders
Our
me
forces
around.
are under attack.
Ah, at last. Speak, fool. Now, Frostmourne. Frostmourne hungers.
Your pain shall be legendary. I'll make sure you suffer.
Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last.
This is more like it. What needs revealing? I go unseen. Let's see. No one orders me around. Finally. My sight is yours. I go unseen. Let's see. I shall be your eyes.
What is it now?
At last. My sight is yours. Speak, fool. Tread lightly. What is it now? Finally. This is more like it. You will know endless torment. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Faithless coward. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Your pain shall be legendary. Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
Our forces are under attack.
This is more like it. Finally. At last. Finally. This is more like it. Now, Frostmourne. Finally.
Gimme.
Faithless coward. This is more like it. Finally. At last. This is more like it. What is it now? I'll make sure you suffer. At last. Finally. No one orders me around. Your pain shall be legendary. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. hungers. Our forces are under attack. Speak, fool. Finally. This is more like it. No one orders me around. Finally. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Now, Frostmourne, you will know endless torment. This is more like it. Speak, fool. Ah, at last. Faithless coward. This is more like it. I'll make sure you suffer. Now, Frostmourne. Ah, at last. I'll make sure you suffer. This is more like it. Finally.
Now, just in case that's the end... Oh, it shouldn't...
Ah, at last.
Well, just in case.
Frostmourne
It shouldn't
hungers.
be.
For
But
the
just in
Lich
case.
King. Tread lightly. You will know endless torment.
Well, I'm gonna go this way.
At last. This is more like it. What is it now? Speak, fool. Our forces are under attack. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally. Your pain shall be legendary. This is more like it. Now, Frostmourne. I'll make sure you suffer. Now, Frostmourne. Your pain shall be legendary. Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly. What is it now? Ah, at last. Finally. Our forces are under attack. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Faithless coward. This is more like it. No one orders me around. For the Lich King. Ah, at last. Finally. Ah, at last. Tread lightly. Finally. Now, Frostmourne.
Alright, now to end this.
Faithless coward. No one orders me around.
Small king, no skin. Slay, rend, feast.
Frostmourne hunger. Ah, at last. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. What is it now? This is more like it. I'll make sure you suffer. Frostmourne hungers.
There we go.
Ah, at last.
We have no time for this. We must find our way out quickly. You have my thanks, ladies. But where is your mistress? Where is Sylvanas?
She sent us to find you, Great King. We've come to escort you across the river. Once we cross it, we'll take refuge in the wilderness.
Pretty good mission overall, nice and quick. And as you can see, the time there that took was about 35 minutes. Yeah, not like super difficult, but yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Interlude, Sylvanas' farewell. Moments later, in the Tirisfal Glades, King Arthas and his Banshee escorts stop to regain their strength.
This is the place, sisters. We'll rest here, Great King.
Why here? We've got to find Kel'Thuzad before we...
You have been deceived. Come to my side at once. Obey.
What is happening here?
Sylvanas.
You walked right into this one, Arthas. It's time to even the scales.
Traitor! What have you done to me?
It's a special poisoned arrow I made just for you. The paralysis you're experiencing now is but a fraction of the agony you've caused me.
Finish me, then.
A quick death? Like the one you gave me? No. You're going to suffer as I did. Thanks to my arrow, you can't even run. Give my regards to Hell, you son of a bitch.
Oh.
Back, you mindless ones! You shall not fall today, my king.
This isn't over, Arthas. I'll never stop hunting you.
The effect of her arrow will wear off in time. All the preparations for your journey to Northrend have been made.
You have been a loyal friend, Kel'Thuzad. I don't know what the future holds, or if I'll even return. But I want you to watch over this land. See to it that my legacy endures.
I shall, King Arthas. I shall.
What is it with this game and people hunting other people? Like when if you look at the previous campaign, you had Illidan being hunted by whatever her name was, and then and in the original campaign, Arthas was hunting Kel'Thuzad, and then Frostmourne. I don't know. It's a continuing trend in this game. Anyway, so that does it for that chapter. I will see you guys in the next video. Guys, have a good one.